Violent juvenile crime is one of the toughest challenges facing Northeast Ohio. Frustrated officials point to a state program that keeps young offenders at home instead of behind bars.
In part 2 of our series, Juvenile Crime Crisis, 3 News investigative reporter Peter Fleischer examines whether this program helps or hurts our community.
Violent juvenile crime has devastated families.
So he ran behind the car, pulled the gun out, and just got to shooting. He shot my son first, shot everybody else.
Pushing communities to demand tougher consequences.
Let them see what time it is. Your mama and your daddy and you in jail, see what you do then.
Numbers from law enforcement show juveniles 18 and under are more violent and destructive than ever. And yet, in the last decade, statewide and in Cuyahoga County, fewer are being detained in Department of Youth Services centers.
We're trying to address the underlying needs that young people present to the youth justice systems.
Most young offenders eventually return home, even after serious crimes.
The easy answer is, lock them up, throw away the key, forget about it. But we know these young people are going to return home to their communities.
State officials, including Ohio's Department of Youth Services director, say locking up troubled teens can lead to even more dangerous adults.
And the intention of what the court is to have them in, serve their time, and come home, it doesn't happen. They end up staying because they're exposed to things that they normally wouldn't be exposed to.
The Cuyahoga County Prosecutor's Office has called out lighter sentences on social media more than a dozen times over the last several months. From a 14-year-old in a high-speed chase, an 11-year-old with a loaded gun, and teens too young to drive committing drive-by shootings. At the center of this controversy is Ohio's Reclaim program. Launched in 1993 to reduce overcrowding in detention centers, it funds initiatives to treat troubled youth at home through therapy, sports, and community support. Many counties, including Cuyahoga, take advantage.
We utilize Reclaim funding for everything that we fund here. It funds our in-home therapies, substance abuse, family treatment.
Court officials push back on the idea that Reclaim is endangering communities.
So I think that it's been effective in many ways in keeping young people in their communities safely.
To address public concerns, the agency commissioned a study by Bowling Green State University to decide whether Reclaim was recklessly releasing juvenile offenders. The results were published in 2023.
And it showed that we hadn't been compromised, that public safety wasn't worse.
However, the system isn't done evolving.
What we should be doing is evaluating whether or not what we're doing is working, and we're putting some things in place to evaluate that.
Get on the ground now! Get on the ground!
But fallout created by repeat offenders can be devastating. It doesn't matter if children are committing the crimes or if the system saw them fit to be released.
Some very low-risk kids come out the gate with a very high-level offense that nobody saw coming.
And violence across Northeast Ohio persists.
We are grappling with a fair amount of youth violence in our communities.
Leaving communities still demanding answers.
Coming up in the final part of our series, Juvenile Crime Crisis, we reveal why young offenders are committing more violent crimes than ever before. We also explore what the system and affected communities are doing to help repeat criminals get the help they and their loved ones need.
In-depth report for us tonight. Thank you so much, Peter Fleischer.